I'm black in color, but my heart is white.
You're still a black man.
I'm black on the outside, but not on the inside.
All right, let's hear this.
How will this phony idea of racism end if white people don't stand up to the blacks and blacks continue to falsely accuse white people of being racist instead of taking responsibility for their own failure?
What do you mean by a phony idea of racism? I don't understand.
The blacks are pretending that their issue, their lack of morality, their lack of family, their lack of love, their lack of believing in God is due to white people. They're blaming the white people for it when it's their own failure. They're losers.
So this is how we starting?
Well, you and I can end this conversation because I don't agree with that.
Why not?
At all. I don't. Number one, what you just said, I don't do that. So when you say the blacks, I'm not sure who you're referring to.
Most, not all, but most.
So you're saying that if you walk into a room and someone disparages you, or they disregard you, or they treat you differently because you're black, you're saying that's your fault?
That's their fault that they're acting that way, but it's your fault if you're that insecure that it causes you to overreact. And blacks are very insecure nowadays, the males and the females.
See, that's what I like. He acknowledges the behavior, but he puts the responsibility back on him.
I don't know where our common ground is if you say you're black but your heart is white.
Meaning that I'm black on the outside but white on the inside.
How did you get a white heart?
By repenting for having a dark heart, and God renewed my heart, and now it's clean.
Why does your heart have to be black or white?
Because anyone that has anger has a black heart, but those who have the love of God has a white heart.
Why is white right and black not right?
Because black is evil and white is not.
But you just said you are black, so that means you whatever you say, you're still a black man.
I'm black on the outside, but not on the inside. You know how when you don't go along.
I think we need to acknowledge that you're doing a very, very broad statement when you're using categories like the blacks and this, and you're not putting yourself in that category, but you just said you're black with a white heart. I'm very interested. How did you get a white heart?
I told you God renewed my heart from hate to love.
And love is white?
Yes, it's clean. Does God say that racism exists or that racism is in the world?
Does God say it? No.
Yes.
Oh, no. You and I do agree. I think we agree. You and I agree that racism is not a godly thing.
Right,
Racism
so why do you call it racism then?
What else would you call it?
Evil, good or evil. Our battle is a spiritual battle. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spirits and principalities and wickedness in high places.
And one of those wickednesses is race.
No, it's not racism. You're right. It's working through race, meaning people, some people, but that's not racism. It's a dark spirit. It's evil.
I don't see where you and I are disagreeing. I'm agreeing with you that it is.
I'm saying that there's no such thing as racism. That's a lie that made up. It's made up by the children of the lie. No such thing as racism. It's either right or wrong, good or evil.